Mic on.
Okay, I should be live. I hope I'm live. I guess I'm live? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Um. Okay, I'm just going to send out the message to the people in case they want to come hang out. Or it might be Jimmy No Mates. I've got no idea. Maybe if I gave people like
Or it might be
warning
Jimmy No
that I'm going to be doing
Mates.
this, I've
But,
got no idea. Maybe if I gave people like
or it might be
warning
Jimmy No
that I'm going to be doing
Mates.
this, I've
But,
got no idea. Maybe if I'd gave people like Sorry, I was playing my own stream to check audio. It works, but it creates a feedback loop. So there we go. That is now live in the McGrory zone. You guys can hopefully see my screen. And yes, we should be live streaming to the world. Devin, dude, what's up? He's such a good supporter, man. He keeps giving me uh really really hard challenges. So yeah, let's start a little bit of a warm up with something that I definitely understand, which is big tire. So let me get the rule book up. Okay, so big tire, all body panels, roll cage and driver's seat required. Hood removal is okay. Must have a cage and driver's seat. Single power adder. This means you can't run turbos with nitrous and blowers can't run nitrous. Okay. No tow hitches or rear weight boxes. Okay. But other than that, it's completely unlimited. Maximum tires are 15 by 4. So I guess we could probably get into... Well, this is the question. Do we want to build something new that I've never built before? Do we want to take that risk on a live stream? I genuinely don't know. Huh. I'm really genuinely not sure what I want to do about that. I wish I'd thought about this. That would have been a clever thing to do, but I didn't, and now I need to kind of just deal with it. Um. Sorry, I'm trying to get. I'm trying to find a way. Oh, do you know what? That'll do. That will do. I could join you on your drag adventures, but I'm at work. Oh, Angie, no. Big tire is getting changed. Only small tire and street tire are confirmed. Thanks for the heads up, dude. I will focus on them then. I'd love to do a collab at some point though. Right now it's 1:15 p.m. and I'm normally. Oh, dude, that's brutal. Okay, so hey, Shifty, what's that, dude? Shifty's been away. He has been AFK for God, I don't know, 3 weeks now. But that's because he's dealing with some very awesome developments in his life. Things are going well. I'm not going to blow up anyone's spot by leaking anything, but yeah, he's doing some pretty cool stuff. And I can't wait to get a good catch up with him when he gets back. In fact, I've already put into the chat that we need to have a catch up as soon as he's home. So I think that's definitely on the cards. Yeah, like 2 to 3 weeks now. Starting to get back into things now. Oh, sweet. Glad to hear that, dude. Glad to hear that. Try and get a bit of routine back. Still, it's going to be difficult. I understand, but yeah, that's good, mate. That's good. I'm glad things are kind of calming down a little bit now. But yeah, let's Brexta's Moonhawk. That is just really cool. That's the one that we saw in the car maze. Anyway, right, what are we building? So we need to build for street class and small tire. Right. Okay, small tire and street class. Let's do small tire first, right? 15 by 8s max drive wheels, 2-wheel drive only. Okay, so 15 by 8s, that's tight. That is indeed small. I think in real life, small would be anything under a 10.5. But sure, we're doing a 15 by 8. That sounds fun. So all body panels, roll cage and driver seat required. No wheelie bars. That's fun. Single power adder. Must have cage and driver seat. 4.5-inch widest non-drive wheel. And no traction control. Okay, so based on those specs, it needs to be something that's fairly light, because a 15 by 8 tire will just like, that'll just spin if we put it under something like a Grand Marshal. So I mean, I'm so sick of BXs, but that might be the way to go. I can't put the Mio engines into the speaker, unfortunately, otherwise that would be a 100% go ahead. Or do we risk it and go for a full body American muscle car and just hope that the live rear axle and general stability that comes with that would serve us well? Or a bleed. I wonder if you can make a drag bleed quick. Oh, let's give it a try. Let's see what we can do with the bleed. So let's get I mean, what's going to be the lightest version? We don't need the aero. In fact, we don't want the aero. The top speed model, probably. I imagine that's probably the most aerodynamic and likely the lightest. Okay, let's start off with a top speed model. Okay, very cool. First things first, this needs to be swapped to drag radials in the rear. So wait, the front wheels also have to change. Let's start there. So we can't use a center lug, we need to go to 5 lug. Maximum non-driven tire should be a 4.5, which that's totally fair. Let's get some pizza cutters for our boys up front. What have we got? Let's get the whelp wheel. Okay, and then that is a 15 by 4. Okay, so the front end of this car is now officially legal. We'll put on some decent brakes. And race front coilovers are going to give us all the control we need to do the tuning we need. I'm happy with everything else, I think. GTR hood, cool. GTT radiator duct. Okay, that all works. Rear subframe now. So, tail cone support. I mean, we could save a little bit of weight here, I think, because the GTT tail cone ball lob moment, isn't that just a long tail? I don't know what that means. If we do the rally tail cone, see, it's not wide like the GTT is. So a normal tail cone, yeah, again, not wide. Okay, so it has to be a GTT. That's fine. At least we checked. So rear suspension, let's get a look at that. So race rear coilovers, put on a race rear sway bar. We will swap to 5 lugs. And so we need to have a maximum of a 15 by 8, or a maximum of by 8. So what about, right, 15s are going to be our best bet for drag tires. So Alder Dragger, is there no whelp? Hold on, so if we do whelp, what do we get? 15 by 9, 15 by 10. Let me just check. Yeah, so 15 by 8, right? That's the best we can do is a 15 by 8. So that's what we're going to have to just do, is a 15 by 8. Basket weave, cyclone. Just have to be a dragger, I guess. That's a shame. That looks crap. Let's see if we can get something a little bit spicier. Come on. Surely. I think all of these American wheels are going to look really crap on this. Civetta Veloce. Where'd that go? Civetta Veloce. I mean, that is the stock wheels, but they do look crap. Still. 15 by 8. GP Sandstars, STXs. These all sound very heavy. Okay, I guess we're going to go for the draggers. We're guaranteed that they will just work. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need drag rear tires. God, they are so small. They are tiny. Yeah, this is why we needed something light. I mean, to be fair, 1,200 kilos is not that light. Is there any rules around lightweight parts? There is not. So, everything that has a lightweight... Oh, okay. Need to do this the old-fashioned way. Tail cone light. Okay, it's just lights that are coming up. But shouldn't there be, like, lightweight glass and stuff? I don't need a skid plate. That's fine. It doesn't have one. The rear body could be... Oh, not empty. Although, hold on a minute. This is a ute now. This is just a rear-engined ute. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool, actually. Okay. Rear body. With lightweight rear left quarter glass. Why was that not an option before? GTT tailgate. Can only assume that's lighter. Lightweight intake scoops. GTT intake scoops. Sick. Okay. Passenger seat is not required. Bye. Driver seat is, but we can make it a race seat to hopefully save a little bit of weight. Sure. Shifter, side skirts, coupe body or targa body. Is one of them? Oh, I don't really want to change it because then I'll need to reset everything. Stripped interior, sweet. Rear glass, lightweight rear glass. Why wasn't this showing up when we searched? That's so annoying. Roof accessories, none. Don't need a light bar. Let's do a cream interior. Try and lighten it up a bit. Although, since it's stripped, that probably made no difference. Lightweight dash. Lightweight door panels. Lightweight door panels. Lightweight glass. Lightweight glass. Okay, so I think this is about as light as we're going to get it without taking off panels, which is against the rules. So, engine, right? Chassis, rear subframe. Gavril engine adapter, that's a thing? Oh, sweet. Oh, fantastic. Transaxle. Any rules on what transmissions are here? No TH300 or 400. Division. Loose front and soft rear is a good start. Front rebound and rear tire pressure is basically your wheelie wheel spin control. You want a little bit of wheel spin, but not excessive amount. Dude, preaching to the choir. I love it. But yeah, that's pretty much how I build. Devin, if you're still here, am I allowed to use the Power Glide? Because there's no mention of it from what I can tell. Only the TH. Hey, Hatrix is here now too. Sadid. Do you know, this maybe isn't the best bet because, although the Lenko, that's converter based. Oh, okay, we could do a medium stall with a trans brake. With, do you know what? We'll leave them as they are just now. Valve body, manual, with a forward shift pattern. That'll do. I've never used it before, but that'll do. You can use the powered light. Okay, well I guess we're going to need to do a little bit of messing around to see what actually makes us the most power. The rally exhaust is going to bring it up to there. What if I did exhaust stats? Is someone going to give me into trouble? I mean, sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, race oil pan. It's on your torque converter settings to get the max grip. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. We will be stepping it up to that in a little bit. Stage 2 supercharger, because I think stage 3 breaks things. That's 1100 horsepower, which just isn't that much. Do I want to just abandon this and work on something that has the Mio engines? Because there's no horsepower limits, so really we would be looking for maximum power. Right. Oh, excuse me, everyone. Right, what can I put a Mio engine into? Moonhawk. Right, between the Moonhawk, let's take a basic Moonhawk and see the weight, right? Why am I not seeing the weight? Is the weight not... Okay, £3,600 for an i6. For a V8 Sport, £3,900. What is the difference, weight-wise, between that and a Barstow? So, an inline 6 is 3,200, so that's quite a bit lighter. And for a kind of V8 Sport, 37. Okay, Barstow wins. Barstow wins. I guess we're building ourselves a sick Barstow. I like how small tires, no power limit. The tire and suspension tune dictate how much power you can have. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that is exactly it. So, what do we want to start off with? I guess the big block looks cool. We could start there. But then the Super Sport, which is... Wait, hold on. Do we just want to use my... Oh, these actually... these might be fake. Hold on. No, actually, that's real. This is the car I built in career mode, actually. For season 3, I think. Okay, yeah. Maybe it is fake. I thought I maybe just built this for the thumbnail, but it does actually have power. Still doesn't seem quite right with how bad it wheelies, but okay. The Barstow has too much flex over the Moonhawk. Do you think? I've not built a Moonhawk in a long time for drag, so maybe that's what I'm kind of feeling as a Moonhawk anyway. Better performance timer is really good for tuning these cars. Yeah, that's another thing I'm going to need to look into, because in that run I've just realised that, of course, the drag strip doesn't work in Freedom, which is just a pain. That's annoying. That sucks. So, check your parts. They have added some suspension parts for the classic cars. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. What do we want to build this based on? Hot rod? I mean, hot rod would be cool. Yeah, oh wait, hold on. That sounds delightful. Okay. So, we have our base. Let's start this whole thing again, right? So, we don't care about dashboard trim. Get rid of it. The frame, we would like to do a tubular frame. Front wheel line lock. No tow hitch, no wheelie bar. Body alternate Mio. What does that do? Stiffen it, maybe? Hopefully? I don't know. Ascending collection has to be Cirque. Okay, windshield, no lightweight option. Backlight, no lightweight option. No lightweight option. Roll cage already fitted. Rear seats taken out. Door, no panel. And no glass. Am I going to get done for not having any glass? I think that's what it's meant to be, dude. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it's meant to be, is the car from the start of Too Fast, Too Furious. Which, was that a Malibu? Or was it a Chevelle, like a 72, 73 Chevelle? I can't remember. I also get really confused because Chevrolet like changed their changed the names of their cars throughout the years a lot. So you had, for example, the Malibu being a trim level and then becoming its own car later on, which just confused everyone. Oh, well, it confused me, that's for sure. So we have a race seat. We'll make it red because red is dead. Driver's seat, shift light, sure, why not? Rear panel, sure. Trunk, trunk antenna, trunk. What can we do here? A lip spoiler. What does that look like? Actually, looks quite cool. And drag wings, or do we go for the good old-fashioned plate? Let's have a look at the carbon drag. What about the normal drag rather than the alt? Okay, that's better. That's much better. Sure. Okay, cool. Front bumper, all body panels, so I guess that counts as a body panel. Does it? Does that count as a body panel? Monte Carlo. Yeah, that's what Monte Carlo. Yeah. I knew it was something. Obviously I said Chevelle, and that's obviously wrong. But yeah, big old Monte Carlo. There was actually one of them for sale here, in Scotland a few years ago, for actually really cheap. And I was desperately tempted, but it would have been my only car, and so if anything broke I wouldn't be able to get to work, and so yeah, I decided not to buy it, unfortunately. Now if I was to try and buy that car, it would be easily 2-3 times the price. Bumper shouldn't be necessary in all classes. If it looks factory, then you're good to go. Oh, okay, cool. Well, this did not look factory when I took off the bumper, so yeah, I accept that. This is not gonna work. Right, let's get the LSX. I mean, the Keep engines, you can definitely do a lot to them that would work very nicely, but yeah, hold on. If we're doing small tire, maybe we don't want full power off the rip. And I've noticed that you're not allowed to do boost by gear. So maybe I don't want nitrous, or don't want turbos. Maybe I want to build a nitrous car. Which means learning the Adams nitrous stuff, which I've been putting off for a long time. Rampin, all nitrous by speed. Let's do nitrous by speed. Intake will leave. Now we get to use what is effectively my favourite transmission in the game, which is the 4-speed auto. So we have a large race fuel tank. What's the weight difference? 1722. Oh yeah, okay. We do not need to have the large race fuel tank. We need a normal fuel tank because it's lighter. Let's just get a normal radiator support because this will support it perfectly. Right, front suspension. We want tubular front suspension. Race, everything. Race. Steering. We don't want the wide steering. We have experienced issues with that in one of the recent videos that isn't out yet, so I shouldn't really talk about it. 15 by 4. No, that's 3. That's 4. Drag whelp racing wheels. Okay, normal front tires. Yeah, okay, that works. Boost nitrous by gear speed is fine for small tire. Oh, excellent, excellent. Because I don't want to have to learn how to use the ramp in nitrous. So we are going turbos with boost by gear, twin turbo, black, and the hood exit black. Okay, now we should be able to do it. Yes. Sick. Okay. My first stage nitrous is usually no higher than 5 miles per hour, and it's usually a heavy hit, as much as I can get away without spinning or uncontrolled wheelie. Ramp and nitrous is best for this class, to be honest. Well, look, if we can't put down a decent time with the turbos, then I'll learn how to use the ramp and nitrous. It's just the menu seems to be very confusing. In the few times that I've tried to use it, so yeah, if I have to, I will learn. I'm not against it, I just can't be bothered. That's all. I'm being lazy. I'm trying to work out. So plus track. Let's just do a race. I don't care about the branded stuff. Right, rear wheels. 15 by 8. And this, we will just do draggers because they're probably the lightest. And then the drag tires. Oh, they're just so skinny. They're so skinny for such a huge car. This is 400 kilos heavier than the bolide that we were just looking at. Okay, and there's no tire grip, so I can't just like magically get it all stickier. The Time Sister's not in the server yet. I don't know if they're in the server yet, to be honest. I'm just in free roam, but if they are, they should be shift tab, but that's a Tristan question. Crass Boss TV has a really good guide on Rapid Nitrous. Look for his gangster class tuning trips. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely give that a shot. Because it's just I've tried a few times and it just never really makes that much sense to me. I've always got too many questions. So we want quite a lot of lock. We want quite a long ratio because I want to use it to dampen the torque. And that's way too much boost. Way too much in first gear. So we're going to drop it down to like 1 psi. That should still be about 1300 horsepower. And then we're going to ramp it in and we're going to see how it goes. I don't have high hope. Okay, so I'm going to soften the front suspension because we want it to lean all the way back to the rear. The rear, I'm going to, oh, well, actually, we want quite stiff, quite soft. And then stiffen the rear a bit, like quite a lot. That way, hopefully, as much of the weight that comes from the front lifting gets actually pressed into the ground. That's way too low. Okay. This, obviously, there's a lot more tuning needing done to get this to just be, like, tight. But, this is going to be our basic tune. Converter we're going to tune, but we don't really know how it's going to react until we, test it. So, right now, it's trying to push it just under 3, which, to be honest, that's pretty perfect. So just under 3 is going to land us at... I don't even know how to read that graph now because it's too small. It's going to land us at an undetermined amount of horsepower, and we're going to need to just hope that this runs. So, I'm not really caring about times at the moment. We just want to see how well it puts down the power. Which is actually not bad. Hold on a minute. It's very unstable. Very, very unstable. And hard to get stopped, but that was surprisingly good. Can I hop onto your stage event and help you with the nitrous? Sure, yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, you've just left the stage event. If you're up for it, feel free to... Oh, ABS is allowed, sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely fit ABS. That should help us at the end of the track. Okay, so... that actually launched not too bad. There was a bit more wheel spin than I would like. And then it was kind of squirrely the whole way down. I think we'll look at the front alignment a little bit, because that's a lot of camber. I don't know if I did that by accident, but that's a lot of camber. So let's bring that back in. So we have got -1 degree. Do you know, we can even go less than that. We're not trying to turn corners here. We're trying to track nice and straight with a tiny, tiny little bit of toe in, which, yeah, that's exactly what we want. So I'm happy with that. Toe adjust is all good. Now, how do we make this thing settle up on the rear? So, counterproductively, going to raise the rear tire pressure. I'm kind of hoping that this will give us a little bit more stability in the rear, even if it does sacrifice a little bit of launching grip. Maybe if we try softening the rear a bit, there's a good chance that the weight's not actually getting a chance to transfer over. We're just locking it out before it does. Let's see how this works. Oh, ABS. Yep. Oh, I'm trying to stage and I forgot that the beams don't work. Let's add in ABS quickly. That would be very, very nice. In fact, does this even have ABS? No, it doesn't have ABS as an option. That sucks. But let's give it another whole shot and see how it goes. Okay, a bit more wheel spin, but actually way more stable. Way more stable. Okay. Right, so we like that change. We like that change because what I'm seeing now is that I can give it more horsepower down the rip. So, do we just sacrifice the launch and try and rip it in the top end? Effectively just try and drive around everyone. No, that's a silly thing because people are also going to run silly amounts of horsepower. Okay. Let's drop it down to 0 PSI on the launch. Let's put it up to 10 later in the run. Then 15. So we're hitting that in third rather than fourth. And then we'll hit 20 in fourth. Another option we can do, since we are spinning the wheels, we can lengthen the gear ratios.
You should stream in the stage channel.
Hey, hey, hey! How you doing, dude?
Not bad. Get me for about 20 minutes before I head out.
Yeah, that sounds fun, mate. That sounds fun. Well, oh, look at that for a launch. That's not bad. I would like to actually have some time now. Man, Devon is loud. Okay, let me just shut him up a little bit. That's down to me. Devon, would you just say hello for me?
Howdy, folks. All 7 of you.
In fact, I'm not sure how they're hearing you because Discord audio doesn't appear to be working. But somehow they are. Beam audio's
You should stream so I can help you in real time.
What was that, sorry?
So you should stream in Discord so I can help you in real time without the 5-second delay.
Yep. Cool, cool. There we go.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay, so I think you would have missed what's just happened, right? So let's get up. Well, actually, I'm in free roam, so I could just hit home. There we go. Right, if I line up, and do you know what? We'll get the timer on. And it was better performance timer. There we go. I've not used this in a while, but it should just work straight out the box. Okay. Okay, it's not working straight out the box.
I think if you hit clear, then it works. Or you can do F5, or sorry, Control F5 or whatever.
Okay. Control F5. And then... Oh, something just happened. Why did that just... Okay, yep, it is still not working.
Press home again on the car.
Yep.
I know Rune had some minor issues getting it working in the server.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, what I'll do just for now then is find a different timer. There is another one that I had for a long time. There we go. Better performance timer 2. Wait, that should just be the same thing. There we go. That's what I thought I had. Right, okay. So... Okay, yeah, this is working now. Okay, so... Right, and let's go. Okay, so a quarter mile and a 7.7 on small tire.
It's not bad. You only need to find another second there somehow.
Yeah. Okay. It's definitely going to happen down the track, I think. So.
What was your 60-foot time?
My 60-foot. 1.4.
You need to find about 0.2 seconds on that 60-foot.
Okay. Excellent. So 0.2 on the launch to 60. And then...
What was your 8th mile?
My 8th... oh, where'd it go? My 8th is a 5.13.
Yeah, you need to find about another half second there.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is I'm losing 0.2 on the launch. At the half track, I'm losing 0.5, but then I'm losing a full second. So I'm slower the whole way down, to be fair, but it's definitely heavier on the top end. So
how much wheel spin are you getting on launch? You feel?
not that much. Really not that much. I'll do a quick launch just now. And so it's really not that bad.
What's your rebound look like on your front suspension?
It's soft, very, very soft. very, very soft. Effectively, I've just thrown it together. So the front is pretty soft. The rear is kinda soft. And
You can probably drop your rebound a little bit and also decrease your rear tire pressure.
so
Because you still got like a lot more. Because you saw how much your front end came up off the ground. You can let it come up a little bit more.
yeah.
And that'll also give you a better launch.
Well,
And then you can upgrade. How many gears is this? 3-speed?
4.
4? Probably up your second and third gear boost as well.
Yeah, so that's the plan. I'm just trying to add in little bits at a time. When I say little bits, we're going up in 5 psi increments until I start to spin the wheels again.
Are you running no boost first gear?
Yeah, it's sketchy, but this engine NA should be putting out about 1200 horsepower on the launch. So okay, another 1.4, squirrelly in the mid track. That was a 7.4. So we knocked 3/10 off by the end of the track. But now things.
So I think you need to have like between 2 to 5 psi on the hit, and then you need to tune your launch from there.
Really, that's a heavy hit on a small tire car.
Oh, you'll pop a wheelie if you do it right. Well, if your suspension's not set up right, you'll pop a massive wheelie.
Okay.
So you see all that wheel spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to fix the rebound and the tire pressure. You can soften the rear end too. That'll help you hook to. We're trying to balance the wheel spin and the hook.
Yeah.
Because if you just dead hook, you're gonna wheelie and do a loop.
And then. Okay. So
have you played with your tire pressure at all?
What tire pressures are you running?
Do like 4.
So I had it down I think 6.
you can do like 5 is a good number.
Mm-hmm. I had it down at about
but we'll
6,
see.
And the car was just so unstable.
So I think what's happening right now is like you don't have like your spring rate and your rear is too low.
Yeah.
So like you need to, when I say soften up the rear, that's like lower the tire pressure, drop the bump damping, because you've got no travel in your rear. Like you want travel, but you also don't want it to be tight.
Yeah. Well, let's.
So I'd leave your bump damping where it was, but just up everything else.
Okay. Let's give that a shot. Okay. Quite a bit more stable, but still not. Oh. Not stable on the top end.
Was that a 1.2 60-foot?
Let me check. Yes, it was. Wow.
See, told you.
Nice. And then we got down to a 4.98 8 mile.
Yep. So if you do a clean run, I think the problem with that last run, I'd run it again. So we're at a good point in the car. I usually do about 3 runs to really feel what the car is doing, like trying to figure out where mid-track it's having issues.
Yeah.
And then I start making my changes, because it could just be like, I wasn't paying attention to what the car was doing.
Okay, so looking straight up, we've got a hard pull to the right on launch, but we could probably solve that just with ride height. And then that was a 7.3 in the quarter.
What's your sway bars looking like?
I think they are quite stiff in the front, quite soft in the rear.
I think you need to max them both out.
Okay, fair.
Because these older cars, they have a lot of flex to them.
Yeah, like a lot.
And really the only way to get out that flex is sway bars. You're still gonna flex, but not as bad, hopefully.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, yep. The roll bars actually really straightened up the launch. That was a 1-4, so we actually lost a little bit of time.
What's your diff settings look like? Do you have a adjustable limited slip?
I do indeed, yep. It's kind of midway. Yeah, 50.
I'd do try Morlock, do like 90%, and then we'll adjust from there. We'll just see what the car does.
Yeah, fair. Just waiting for it to settle down. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay, got a little bit squirrely at the half track. 7.3. Okay, a 1.4 60 foot. We've definitely lost that 60 foot. And then a 4.9
So
in the
we need to increase boost pressure.
Yep.
So whatever you're at, probably just add a pound.
Yeah.
And if that's too much, cut back a half.
Okie dokie.
And your mid track, we need to figure out if that's because of the gear shift and the increase in boost pressure.
Yeah.
If we overdid it for second gear, or if it's something else.
I mean, we are jumping from 3 psi to 15, so there's a real good chance that is the case.
Because sometimes you'll get mid track wheel spin, and that's when you have to adjust your power levels.
Yeah. Okay, very sharp on the hat. Actually, really stable that time. That was a 7.2 with a 4.8.
You probably had another half PSI.
Sorry?
You had another half PSI to the hit.
Getting spicy now. I keep forgetting that I can just hit home. Add another half PSI on the hit. Right. So 3.5. I think if anything we can give it quite a lot more in the top end.
Yeah, give it 25 in the top end, and go to 18 because you're at what 15 psi for second gear.
That was a 1 second flat 60 foot.
Yeah, I'm usually happy with like a 1/160 foot.
Wow. That's
So a 1.0 or like a .9 is crazy.
Yeah, I never thought that we would be able to put down the power.
So your second gear bump up to 18, your third gear 25.
Deal. Let's get these all put up to 30. I like to see what the total horsepower is. And you only see that if you put all the things up. So 3,500 horsepower at the top end.
On an 8-inch tire, by the way.
8-inch tire. Okay, so wow. That was a 7
What was that quarter mile time?
quarter, 4.7 in the 8th, and a 1.2.
Give it more in second and third.
Deal.
Because I didn't see any wheel spin. Did you see any wheel spin?
No, it was fine. I really should have been paying more attention to make it going straight down the strip. And screw it, I'm hitting more in fourth as well. Why not?
Are you even hitting fourth by the end of the track?
I think so. Okay. Second, third, fourth. Yeah, it's getting so hard to drive at the top end, but we're now in the 60s. That was a 6.8 with a 4.59 at the 8th and a 1.26.
Run it again.
Okay, this time we're going to focus on just keeping it straight rather than watching the wheels. Okay. Yeah, it pulls real hard to the right in the top end.
Put an airspeed indicator on, because I want to see the difference between your wheel speed and the airspeed.
Okay, if I actually
That's a good
just
determination to see
go to
how much wheel spin you have.
if I just go to here, so you should have that, and then all I need to do is add on the performance timer 2. Can I just make this a bit bigger as well? That would be really nice.
And let's run it again.
Oh, I overcorrected.
Let's cut back second gear 2 pounds and third gear 2 pounds.
Okay. So second gear back to a 17. In fact, I think we had it running good on an 18. And then third will drop down to a 28. Fourth we'll leave it as a bonkers
That's
40.
yeah, that's like your emergency hit.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's getting really squirrely as soon as it hits third.
So we might have to drop that back down to 25.
I think so.
Or we can try 26.
Try 26. Sounds good to me. And then I think I'll drop fourth down to 35. Can put it back up if we can get it to settle, but it's definitely a
See,
bit
if you're doing
too
ramp and
expensive.
nitrous, we could determine when the bad wheel spin was happening, and we could adjust the mile an hour that it gets put in, or the amount of horsepower.
Fair, yeah. Okay, 7 flat. 4.
Let's run it again.
Next.
I'm paying attention to a lot of different things as you're running, and usually it's only like 2 things I can watch.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting 50% of the weight over the rear wheels. So that's pretty impressive.
So you're not getting a whole lot of wheel spin. I think you can add some, like add another pound to second and like 2 more to third.
Wow.
Because having a little spin all the way down the track is not bad. Like if you have like a 5 to 10 mile an hour difference in wheel speed, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if you have like a 25 or 30 mile an hour difference, that's when it starts to get really squirrely.
Hey, we've got Grumpy, Bougie, and Knator in the chat right now, with Shift Tab, Hat Tricks. Oh, this is great. It's the whole crew almost. Okay, 1660, 46 is 8th, 69 quarter.
You can definitely add more to third gear because there was no wheel spin as you were crossing the line.
Oh wow.
So what are you at right now?
28, so I'm thinking 30.
Yep.
Then 35 for fourth. Six, 9 with a 4, 6, and then a 1, 2, 3. We've lost that 1 second flat launch. Okay, that was straight as an arrow. It's party time, hell yeah, dude.
Well, McGroy, our tuning session is officially over.
Okay,
I have to
dude.
get going.
I have gotten so close. Thank you very much for your help, my man. Take it easy.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Thanks,
And I'm
dude.
not the best at this, so don't take my word as gospel.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just working it out as I go along. I've done plenty of drag tuning, but this is never a small tire, especially a tire this small.
Yeah. All right, take care, man.
All right,
I'll
dude.
see you
You
later.
too. Bye bye. Okay, I am all alone again. Just can't wait to be on the road again. Okay, so what can we do here? I'm thinking maybe lengthen the gears. Spending more time in the gear, less aggressive launch, but hopefully in a positive way. So there we go, very little wheel spin, but does that mean we're actually losing speed? Potentially. That was a 7.0 with a 136. So yes, we did indeed, but does that mean that we can add more power? It's a dangerous game. Very, very dangerous game. But we're going to try it anyway. So let's hit it with 4.5 psi. We'll put everything up by 1. To try and counteract the longer gears. It's far beyond me, though. I can never get a good basic drag car built, let alone get to the point of tuning one. Drag's a mysterious one because, you know, in racing you want, you know, independent suspension so you can be very precise. In drag racing you still want to be very precise, but live rear axle is king, because there's no... It's super reliable. There is no suspension articulation at all. So yeah, live rear axle for drag racing is pretty damn good. From there, it's adding power, it's adding tyre, and then it's making sure you can get the rear weight, sorry, the power over the rear wheels as consistently as you possibly can. One of the things that I'm about to do is actually raise just the rear ride height, so that when it compresses, it'll, you know, lift this side, lower this side, and it should hopefully level out a bit nicer. Which should hopefully keep me going in a straight line the rest of the way down the track. But yeah, stuff like that. Oh, that's way more stable actually. Wow. Wow, that made a huge difference. We dropped a 10th just by raising that ride height a bit. Wow. Wow. Okay, I am happy. What else? Let's have one more snoop around to look for any weight savings that we might be able to get, or any way to move weight around. Let's see. So at standstill, we've got 22% over the rear and 24% over the rear. That's actually, for drag racing, pretty perfect. You do want more weight on the front to kind of cantilever the rear. So as the front raises up and the rear squats, that's going to give you kind of a wheelie, but it's going to put all the weight over the rear. But as you get further down the track, the front weight will work as like a cantilever to bring the front end down, giving you more control. And at the end of the track, effectively you want the ride height to be completely flat, which we're not doing at all, but that's because we're trying to get as much grip on the hit, and we don't care too much about aerodynamics up the end. So yeah, What if we did do the nitrous instead? Yeah, okay. Let's do nitrous. Let's try it. We'll leave our suspension exactly as it is. We will do the ramp in nitrous. Or do we want to do stages? I don't understand. To be fair, I don't understand any of these, but we'll try speed actually, right? I understand what speed is. Good morning, Runic. Right now, for me, it's actually 8:15 at night, so feels weird saying that, but yes. Good morning, Runic. So, added power in stage 1. Sure. Added power in stage 2. 200. So here's my question, right? Do stage 1 and stage 2 multiply? Add together. So that would mean that as the point that stage 2 kicks in, I'm going to have 300 horsepower because it's stage 1 add stage 2. Or would it be 200 horsepower at stage 2? Can anyone answer that? So for example, at this point, would I have 600 horsepower added? Or would I have 300 horsepower added? Because I don't know. But screw it. Let's just add. Okay, right. So the maximum we're adding here is 600 horsepower shot, which, to be fair, isn't that much. That's nowhere near enough. 1500 horsepower. That's what we want to add. That is what we want to add. Then we'll add like 1,000. You can see that on your torque graph. Imagine it's 200 at 2, not cumulative. Let's see, because I don't think the torque graph works like that. I think the torque graph only rates the engine as a dynamometer. It doesn't care about speed. I could be wrong. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do, right? Let's work this out, okay? So if I come here and I make them all 100 horsepower, right? But then I make the stages like 30 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour, 70 miles. No, actually, no, that's a really silly way to do this, right? Let's do 60 miles an hour in all of them. And so, if we get to 60 miles per hour and we feel that we've added, you know, why did that happen? If we get to 60 miles per hour and we feel like we've only added 100 horsepower, then we understand. 1, 2, 3, well, 6. So, if it feels like we've added 600 horsepower, then we know that there is shenanigans. That's 600 horsepower. Is that 600 horsepower? I would think that it would be. But then again, that only feels about 100. Okay, the way that it just suddenly hits makes me think 600. But this doesn't feel like it's adding 600 horsepower. Oh! Do you know why? This is so silly. All of what I'm making up there is made up because I don't have the nitrous armed. That's how little I use nitrous. If we go and hit B, that's the nitrous now armed. That's adding 600 horsepower, definitely. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. Okay, so it is cumulative, which is fun. That's good to know. So, stage 1, let's say 5 miles per hour. Let's add 50 horsepower. At 15 miles per hour, let's add 100. At 25, let's add... Oh, wait, no, hold on. So, let's add... What? Okay, so that's going to have 150 shot by the time we hit 25 miles per hour. And then by the time we hit... No, so that's stage 3. So by the time we hit 15 miles per hour, it's getting 150 shot. 25, it's getting a 250 shot. But let's whack that up to a stonking 350 shot. And then at 35 miles per hour, that's stage 4, it's going to get... what's it going to get? Let's say 100 more. No. Alright, so 50, 150, 350. Let's put it up to 550 horsepower. And then from 45, it's going to get another 200. And then from 55, we're going to get another 200. I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know how this is going to drive. But I know I'm excited for it. A torque converter doesn't know what to do with itself. Which is interesting because we were putting a lot more horsepower through it with the turbos. Why is the torque converter so confused? Hold on, right, so 50 add 100's 150, add 200's 350, 550, 750, 950. Yeah, so this is only putting out about 2,000 horsepower, whereas the converter was fine with like nearly 4,000 horsepower when we had the turbos. I expect 600 because it's firing all stages at once. But if you tune, say, only stage 1 to plus 100, it's 60, and the rest to 100 at 120. And then... So, yeah, I guess that's the question of, when stage 2 kicks in, does stage 1 cut? Or does stage 1 continue? Meaning that from stage 2 onwards, we would have 150 hit. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Screw it. We're giving it 504th, 1,005th, 1,500, and stage 6, right? So we're ramping it in. Let's see what that does. Yeah, this is the thing. None of it's explained. And... oh. Yeah, I don't know why this is happening. This weird torque converter nonsense. Unless this was cumulative, in which case 1,500 as 1,000, that's 2,500, 3,000, 350. So 3,350 shot is what would be happening if this was cumulative, which would loosen up the converter. So if I put this down to 500 and then put this down to 500, what does that do? So now it's getting a grand total of a 2,000 shot. And it's still just spinning the converter. For no apparent reason. Can test if it fades out if you simply put a higher power shot for a weaker shot to see. I really genuinely don't know. Okay, so I like Rune's idea, right? So let's give it 500 in stage 1, but then only like 10 in stage 2, right? The rest we don't care about. And let's make stage 1 60 miles per hour. And then stage 2 90 miles per hour, right? So what I'd expect to happen here is I hit 60 and I get 500 horsepower of Go Juice. I hit 90 and I lose 450 horsepower of Go Juice. If the stages replace each other, that's what we'd expect. So let's go. Right, there's my 500 horsepower of Go Juice, and then... No, I think that's still crazy, otherwise I think the converter would have unlocked. Let's again find out, right? Okay. Now what happens if I get rid of the 500 shot and put it down to like a 10 shot, right? Well, that's the liters, hold on. 10 shot, right? So now, when I hit 90, I would expect the converter to not freak out. Right. Ah, it's still freaking out. Why is this happening? What is wrong with nitrous in this game? And why don't I just use meal? Yeah, that's a good question. Why don't I just use meal? Which I understand. I haven't changed the power. Oh, you're totally right. How did I do that? Okay. So, in stage 1, I want 500 horsepower. In stage 2, I want 10 horsepower. And then in these, I want 1. I want 1. That's it. 1 horsepower. And I want the speeds to happen at 60, 90, and then 200 for the rest. Right? That's what I want to happen here. And this will tell us whether they're cumulative or not. Right? So at 60 miles per hour, I'm going to pick up 500 horsepower. Okay? And then at 90, I should have lost 450. I didn't see that happen. Let's try it again. Okay, there's picking up 500, and I didn't lose 500. Okay. Right, I'm going to treat it as if it's cumulative, right? Because I think that's how it works. I'm going to have my first shot at 5 miles per hour, my second shot at 15, my third shot at 35, fourth at 45, 55. Nope. I want 35, 55, 75, and then 95, right? And I want them to start off with a clean, cool 100 shot. Then, 20 miles per hour later, I want to hit it with another 100 shot. Then, so stage 3 is going to be 35 miles per hour. Another 100 shots, so we're getting 350 worth of nitrous. Let's hit it with a 200, that's going to bring us up to 500. Let's hit it with a 500, that brings us to 1,000. And then another 500, bringing us up to a grand total of 1,500 horsepower of nitrous. Added on top of the 1,200 horsepower we have NA. That should give us... Why does it keep... Right, at what speed does the torque converter screw up? About 80. Right, what have I got shooting at about 80? at about 80, so 75 is stage 5. So that's our first big hit. So let's drop that down to a 250. And then maybe another 250 at 95. Let's see if it still messes up the converter. Yeah. It just doesn't like it. Even though it's a lot less power than if I was turbocharged. I don't understand that at all. Let's get rid of stage 6 and see what happens, right? So stage 6 is now at 200 miles per hour. So it's still opening the converter and slipping the whole way down the track, just not as violently. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that. So, I have forgotten how to tune the converter, right? So let's just go for a higher diameter and a slightly higher stall torque ratio of 2. Because I can't remember what any of this means. But I know that all these sliders are extremely sensitive. See, now we're only revving up to 2500 on the launch. You know, I just don't like it. I just really don't like the nitrous. I understand the tuning capabilities of it, but I just don't like it. We're going back to big spoolie boys. Front suspension. No, not front suspension, just engine for no nitrous. No caps. Stage 3 variable boost turbochargers with twin turbos, color black. Exhaust out the hood. And yeah, that'll do nicely. So now we need to retune these spilly boys. I vote blowing V8. Yeah, but that's even harder to tune. In fact, there is no tuning. You just get all of the horsepower. So, great for drifting, but not for drag racing. Right, so we're going to hit it with 4 PSI on the launch. We're then going to give it 20 PSI, 28 PSI, no, 28 PSI, and then 35. Straight away, that is slower than we were running before, but way faster than we were running with the nitrous. So, the initial launch was very weak, so let's give it a 5, then a 25, then a 32, then a 40. Let's see how it handles that. Okay, hit the wall, not a good sign. Spinning in second. Okay, that was a 6.8, but a 147 launch, not good at all. So we've got all the speed down the track, but we are struggling with the launch. Okay, it's second gear. We're spinning the wheels in second gear, and I think that's what losing us quite a lot of time. Okay, so let's take a look at second gear. How spicy did we go? Very. We went very spicy. We went vindaloo hot. And we shouldn't have. So let's come to... Okay, that was a bit messy. My bad. But all I really care about is that 60 foot coming down. Okay, that was a 1-3. Not bad. Still maybe a little bit spicy for my taste. Let's bring first gear down to a 4.5 psi. Okay, that was actually a little weak. Half a psi goes from too weak to too violent. Wow. That's impressive. And we lost a 10th in the short track. So let's skip over 5.5. If it's actually like faster spinning the wheels, then let's spin the wheels a little more. Oh, that was actually a beautiful launch. That was a 1-2. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, it liked that. It's liking power on the launch now. Um, 6 psi then. Okay, slower on the top end. 4.7 in the 8th and a 153. Yeah, so we're slower. We're slower everywhere now. So let's bring that back down to a 5.5. I think that's where we're the fastest. Let's give it a half psi in second. Let's give it 2 psi in third. Let's give it just 5 psi in fourth. Let's go for broke. Beautiful. So 1-2 on the launch. And then a 6-7 at the top. Guys, I think we have tuned this to a point where we're happy to leave it for now. So that is our small tire car running, what, 6.7? 6.76 in the quarter. 6.76 in the quarter with a 1.2 60 foot. That will have to do, right? Small tire, 6.76. Now, what were the other areas we were going to tune? We were going to tune for... What did Devin say we were doing? Big tire's getting changed. Only small tire and street are confirmed. Okay, street's going to be interesting because in street, well, there's a lot. There's like a lot of things to look at. Like a lot. So let's... I'm in the wrong Discord right now. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So, drag rulebook. Street. Okay, so 0.35 power to weight ratio, 1,000 kilos to 2,200 kilos, internal combustion only, any drivetrain, sport tires, no plus 2R or pro tires. Okay, so just sport tires. Drag and pro tires only on non-drive wheels. Okay. Cool. Full factory interior, body panels and windows, no roll cages or race seats. Factory stock aero, factory fuel tanks. Wheel width limit for combined wheel widths. Okay, so that's going to be determined by our weight. -4 inches for all-wheel drive, -2 inches for two-wheel drive. Okay. Turbo boost by gear must be the same throughout all gears. Okay. No nitrous, no race transmission or DSC, no drag parts, no electronic driving aids, ABS is fine, no launch control, no using trans brakes or two steps, all cargo box. Goodness sake, right, okay. So this is basically factory stock, right? So we need to pick something that will be fast. And I think the way to go here is probably going to be all-wheel drive. And if we're doing all-wheel drive, I want to see some redemption for one of my favourite cars in the game, the I-Series. So I built these for comp class when I did my first event with RLS. Didn't work. Just didn't work. So, what about the all-wheel drive models? And I want it to be a wagon, right? But let's what's going to be the lightest wagon, do we think? Just to start there. Let's go for a base model wagon. Yeah, okay. A base model wagon. That weighs 1473. So where does that land us? That lands us in 20-inch -4. So that's 16 inches of tire. Wheel width limit for combined wheel width. 16 inches. So that means we can have 8s all the way around. So we're going to do 8s all the way around on this thing. So let's get that done straight away. So by 8. We can do the same as what we ran on the Moonhawk, or we can pick something else up. So what do we think would look quite nice on this? Just some clockwise? Can't really go wrong with the clockwise. They're light and they look good. So maybe that's what we go with. Trade. Where were they? 17. There we go. 17 by 8 clockwise, 5 13s. And then they have to be on sport tires. What are the tallest and widest sport tires we can put on it? 235s. Woohoo! Oh, they are tall boys. But that's what we want. That's good. That is good for us. So, fronts would be another 15 by 8. No, not 15 by 8. What were they? 17 by 8. 17 by 8. Sports. Excellent. Okay. So, let's start from the top, make our way down. So anti-lock brakes, we'll have them. Front bumper support, bye. Exhaust, race exhaust. Rear fender flares, we don't care. Headlights, that's all fine. License plate, that's all fine. Can't do any lightweight stuff. Radiator, high performance pro drag radiator. Driver's seat, that can be our... hold on, what are the rules on that? I don't see any rules on the seats. Wagon superiority, I agree, my dude. It's for the streetcar drags. I wrote that earlier thinking that's what you were working on. Yes. 035 is for the streetcar. That's what we're building now. Okay, seat. Let's just remove all the seats for now. So driver's seat is going to be a race seat, and the passenger seat is going to be not here. Rear seats are going to be not here. In fact, is that allowed? Let me just check. Seat. Wait, hold on. In this. Oh god, no, right. Full factory interior. Ah, no race seats. Full factory interior, so it needs to have the passenger seat and it needs to have the rear seats. Okay, fair. Right, so no weight savings there. That's fine. This car is being made illegal. I'm working on it, Bougie. I'm sorry. I think I tried to make a wagon for GT250 originally. Couldn't get the weight down. Yeah, that's the problem, mate. That's the problem. But since we're not taking corners, hopefully weight won't be the biggest deal for us. Right, so I think we should probably just leave this. Like, leave this stock. Let's get the suspension done then. Because that we are allowed to play with. Independent drag rear suspension, fantastic. Low independent front suspension, no, we don't care about it being low. Rear struts, if anything the rear seats might be handy. Yeah, but bring that weight rearwards. You might be right, my dude, you might be right. Let's get race everything in the rear, including brakes. Rear diff, who wants an open rear diff? No one. No one in the history of vehicles has wanted an open rear diff. Drag rear half shafts. That will be handy. Right, front suspension. Where'd that go? Here. So, front differential. We want a race limited slip front diff. We want race front coilovers. Or we're going to want a race adjustable front drive shaft. Front final drive. Yep. That's done. Race front sway bar, race front discs, race front pads, steering, we'll give it drift steering, that way on the return road we might be able to have a bit of fun. And that's effectively it, right? So now we know our finished weight. I now need to work out what we're doing engine wise, and yes. Yes. Rune will be happy. Rune will be very happy. Is there a hood option for a big block cut? There is. Excellent. Blown V8 for the win. Hell yeah, dude. You know it. Heavy duty instruments. Race exhaust. We want a street long block. We want it doesn't really matter, they're covered. No nitrous, but we do want Mio's automatic pro drag transmission. Wait, does it say anything about changing? No, I think we're good. I think we're good. We'll put a race all-wheel drive thingy in it, a trans brake. Oh wait, no trans brakes? Is that right? No trans brake. Dragon Pro tires. Okay. Any drivetrain. No nitrous. No race transmission. Does that mean no drag? Okay, right, no drag parts. I see that in the chat now, guys. So, do we want to go manual then? Do we want to go manual, or do we go for the 4-speed slush box? McGrory, pull me up. Okay, you're here. Hey, do you know what? We've got the whole crew. Right, I'll have all of you in. Let's all hang out. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know you were in here.
Nah, you're
all
fine.
good. So hey, no,
I know there's a lot of rules. I know this is going to be my first time hosting a drag event. Being in charge of drag racing. It will be on the 2nd. I haven't posted everything yet. I haven't even posted the event, but everybody that's in here, you'll know it's going to be this Saturday around 12 o'clock. I would say Pacific time, I think, or Central time. I don't have really decided yet. I want to make sure everybody that wants to be there can be there.
Okay, hold on.
Yes,
Let
I
me
know
just check
the
what that means. So 12 p.m. PST
yeah.
to
Yes.
That's 8 p.m. on Monday. No, sorry, that's today. That's 8 p.m. And that's on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Okay.
got to push it back more, I can do like 10 o'clock in the morning, so 10 a.m. PST. That'd be 6 o'clock your time. You know, I want it. I
Okay.
want it to work for everybody, everywhere. Some of us,
Well,
it's going to be early in the morning. We're going to be drinking coffee,
yeah.
scratching in our, we'll be in our boxers. But hey, hopefully we'll be awake and racing. You know, but
So
I'm
I've
trying to
got
get as.
there's a good chance I might miss it either way. The problem is it's my girlfriend's birthday on the Friday night. And
Yeah.
so
Girlfriend.
yeah,
Holy.
we've got a big
I thought you said ghetto friend.
Oh no!
Sorry. I'm like,
Nice.
oh,
Nice.
we've got some of those.
Oh, dude, I definitely do. But
No, I'm pretty sure this is for Saturday night.
For Saturday, yes. The problem is I might still be drunk. We'll see. We'll see.
Be fine.
If I can make it, I will make it. And we'll
You want the
There's
variable
no
blow-up.
turning involved. All you have to do is drive straight. You should be fine.
Love it, love it. Yeah, if I can make it, I will make it. It should be fun. Oh, modified on.
It sounds better.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just I put in these rules. Mainly, we're just trying to keep the cars within a bracket or within an area of equal.
Okay.
This is kind of to I don't want to really limit anybody's creativity, but these are street cars. Street cars that people would spend. You could go to a dealership, pick up the car. Yeah,
So what you're
and then
saying
you
is
do your
a 500 cubic inch blown V8. Maybe it doesn't speak to the clash rules.
If you could get it to stick within spec, by all means, go ahead. But you're 1 to 0.55 power to weight. I don't think that's gonna work.
1 to
It is a-
55.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
no. Yeah, your
That's
your
why-
power
that's why I
power
said
to
the-
weight is 0.350.
A 0.350.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier. 'Cause that's what I thought you were building, but you were building a small tire car,
Yeah.
not
Yeah. So
street car.
I know there's a lot of rules in this. I didn't mean for so many rules to be made,
that's-
but
it's
I want to
totally
see.
fine,
This is I want to see this community kind of come together and just make a fun. This is going to be a grudge match, so there's going to be bracket racing, but it's all going to be randomized. So there's going to be 3 rounds each heat, so each race between 2 people. There's going to be 3 runs. First person to win 2 runs wins.
Okay.
And how it's going to go, you're going to start straight up, or you guys can be like, hey, my ping's a little high, can I get a bumper? And be like, yeah, I'll get a bumper. After the first race is over, be like, okay, what do we want? It's kind of like the show Pinks.
Okay.
What do you want? Do you want a car? Do you want first hit? We're trying to get people to, agree and just have fun. Nobody's really winning anything. We're just trying to see if we can be equal, see if we can have fun.
Okay.
So it's gonna be it's different, and then we'll go on to the small tire, the big tire, the stuff people are more familiar about. I do plan on doing pro stock events where I will pick a certain car. Everybody runs that car with the same engine, same transmission. It's all about settings at that point and reaction time.
Fun.
There is
Yeah,
going to be stuff like that. So
I like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Mogori, a little hint with the 500 cc. Turn down the RPMs to hit your powder weight.
That is an option, but I don't want to lose the the long legs of the RPMs. So we'll see. We'll see. I definitely need to mess about with it more, but I'm also just trying to work out how to undo what I just did. Fender. Let's not do that. Let's bring that back. It sounds so good though, just idling there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sounds great. Is there going to be an award for best sounding car? I will take the stunned silence as a no.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of my daughter and work at the same time.
Oh, dude, that's fine.
No, I will have like you know, obviously the car to win. We'll see what we can do that. I don't know what to really do with awards other than bragging rights.
Right.
I mean, it's grudge racing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when it comes to sounding good cars and yeah, you know, show quality, you know, we'll put something like that. Best looking car, best sounding car, fastest car, slowest car.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, the badge of shame. Oh, I love that. That's
Don't worry,
I'm
bringing my CVT on this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I can't wait to. I've seen that thing.
Oh no.
So, you know, yeah, if you want your car to sound like a snow machine running down the strip, by all means, go ahead. But it's just, it's really like I want people to be. I know you can't do much to the interior, but you know you can be creative with your paint, creative with the tires. There's really no tire limit as long as they stick in the fenders, other than what kind of tire you can run. I had a van with 22-inch tires, and they were, you know, 15 inches wide or 14 inches wide, but they fit within the fender. So it's kind of just it is limited in creativity when it comes to your interior and how light you can make the car, but really just we're just trying to use casual cars, but give you the chance to upgrade the vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. I'm really into that. Right, we've almost got the tires straightened up. And then we just need to fix the toe to be... So as it squats, it's probably going to toe out. So we probably want a reasonable amount of toe in. So let's give it probably about 0.3. That's pretty much perfect actually. And then the fronts are going to lift and they're going to toe out. They're going to toe in. So let's tote them out slightly. Okay. I think I'm ready to hit my first hit, although we haven't actually tuned the suspension properly yet. So let's give that a go.
And you're a bit overpowered.
Am I?
Yeah.
355?
Oh, 3-5.
350.
You're just you're
0.350.
You're literally, yeah, you're literally 0.005 over.
Okay, okay, I can work this out.
Which is not bad at all.
I can work this out. There's got to be a way to do it. Okay, so I've already added the big body kit.
How much fuel you got? Your full fuel?
Yeah, I'm full of fuel, unfortunately. I have
Can you add a box? A cargo box in the rear or on a seat?
Rear seats. No options back there. I do have a roof bars. What can I do to that?
That will make you so much slower, trust me.
Oh, for aero. Yeah, fair.
Yep.
Tailgate. Do I
What about
have
the
any options in
passenger?
there? Front lip hood.
Can you adjust
Trunk
your
load.
RPM to turn the power down?
Trunk load. There we go. So what were the rules around trunk load? What am I allowed to do and what am I not
As
allowed
long
to do?
as long as it's encased. As long as
Okay.
it's in the vehicle encased at all, it's fine.
Excellent. Okay,
The last
I
thing I
am
need is
actually...
dragging down the car, and then you have somebody's load just all over your front end.
Fair. I am now underweight, so...
Sounds like an excuse to put a supercharger.
Do you know what, dude? It might be. It might be. How much weight do I need to save? I need to save about 40 litres of fuel, which is just under 40 kilos because fuel's lighter than water, so...
And we will be implementing the drive back feature that Devin put into the game.
Oh.
So every race, you're going to want to be able to drive back. Just make sure you have enough fuel for 3 runs.
For
Really?
3 runs. Okay, well I doubt this is going to use 10 litres per run, because it's not on methanol,
exactly.
so... Okay. Let's see what it runs. Do we have any examples for like what a fast streetcar time would be?
I've gotten a car to 10.5.
Okay, wow.
So.
That is quick.
My CVT that I did quite a bit of tuning on, I managed to get it 1.8, 10.39, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 10.30.
Okie dokie. I've just realized.
So I do have a.
on you go.
I do have a question about the app you're using right now. Is that based off of your ping and your computer's runtime? So say if we were to run those in our multiplayer drag races, so if people are having ping differences, we could always use that app to help us calculate whether or not.
Yeah, I think this is calculated by my frames.
10.5, very nice.
The run, that was a 10.5.
Very good.
Okay. I think the gear ratios could use a bit of work. Because I hit... Oh, well, I've lost it now. What speed did I hit the quarter at? I don't know.
10.5. 10.53.
10.53.
At 130 miles.
At 130. Okay. So let's see what speed I cross the line at. Because I could probably shorten these ratios, because I'm crossing the line in 4th. So if I shorten the ratios... Oh, that's a shame my home's here now. I'll need to remember to change that. If I shorten the ratios to... like 4.5. Let's start there and see how that goes. I can also stiffen the rear quite a lot because it's very bouncy. So let's stiffen the rear by a lot. And then... yeah, see how that goes. And all-wheel drive drifts.
But if you really think about it, how much longer did it take you to create this car compared to your small tire?
Oh yeah, like this was really fast.
It was easier.
Yeah. I'm really happy with it. Okay. I need to get a colour sorted for it because right now it's quite gross. But let's see. All-wheel drive drifts are just cool. I don't care who you are. They're cool.
You might want to. I'm not really too keen into making it a rule, and I'm not a stickler for it when your wheels are coming through your fenders when you launch.
Yeah, I would probably like to
through your
fix it,
fenders.
I would like to fix it for myself. That was a 10.4.
Very nice. I don't know. I'm not going to be a stickler about it. Personally, that stuff bugs me. I'm like, oh, I got to pull my wheels in more.
Yeah, it really annoys me as well. Ideally, I would have liked to have stiffened the suspension quite a lot more, but it's kind of maxed out unless I bring up the bump, which, you know, I might. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Or we could maybe raise the ride height. But I quite like the backwards rake it's got just now, because that's obviously bringing the weight backwards sooner. Let's take a look at the front suspension, the rear suspension. So, bring up the bump, we'll bring up the ride height. The front, we will also bring up the ride height to try and offset that change. Now it looks like a rally car. Woo. Wait, hold on, I think it's actually pulling the front wheels off the ground. Oh, that's actually not good. Okay. Don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like... It was lifting the front wheels, but then the front wheels were like connecting with the ground and it was loading up the center diff and causing weird binding issues.
The way I figured out how to solve that is basically just lock your center diff.
I don't know if this is lockable, but I would like that to be the case. Take a few boxes out and add fuel. I imagine the fuel tank is in the rear, but maybe that is an option.
Or you can add a bit more weight and get bigger tires, and then you could also supercharge it.
Well...
I am not biased at all in this.
I love that. Absolutely love that. So
yeah.
1545, wait a minute, that might actually have put me up into the next bracket. 2 seconds. I might be on tires that are too small. Drag, RP, rulebook. No, I am still well within the limits. However, if I was to add if I was to add 55 kilos, that would allow me an extra 2 inches of tire. But then again, I don't think I need it, because I am actually hooking up. In fact, the problem that I'm having here is... Oh, no, it does have... There we go. If I just lock that up, and then send as much of it to the rear as possible. Let's see how that runs.
So, call me crazy on this. With all-wheel drive cars and drag cars, a lot of them they'll usually run a smaller width on the front tire while still having their grip, and add more to the rear. That way, they have less friction on the front since they're not as wide.
So yeah, probably. My only worry about that is I would need to find tires with the exact same circumference, so that the all-wheel drive system doesn't bind in the transmission and completely destroy the power. However, what I would say is that this pulls wheelies on 8-inch wide street tires.
That's good.
That's not
perfect
bad at all. Wait to see you see this. Watch. Oh well, maybe bring it back a bit.
You beat my CVT.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh no, never mind. I thought I saw a 12. Oh, 10. Be a quarter mile.
10-2.
Yeah, you beat it.
10-2 in the quarter. That's not bad. And it's still, it could do with some more tuning.
So here's a question too, right?
Yep.
So say you and Rune were racing, right?
Yep.
Rune, what would you ask of him? Let's do a practice. Say Rune, he beat you by, half a car. What would you ask for?
I would ask for probably 0.2 seconds. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, we can't really do
yeah.
by time. So basically, you would
Yeah.
ask him like, "Hey, can I get the hit?" So basically, he wouldn't leave until you left.
Oh, yeah.
So I would go off
Yeah.
your reaction.
Exactly.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So you go off the reaction, or if he's beating you too much, say he crossed the line at a car, then you can be like, "Hey, second round, can I get a car?" And that's up to him. Be like yes or no, and be like, "Can I get half a car?" And if you guys can't come to a decision, that's where like the judges, like me, or I might have a couple other people help me, or them would help make the final decision.
Yeah.
Because we can't sit there making, decisions forever
Yeah, we can't argue
at this
over
point.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. So.
I just love that this pulls wheelies. That's absolutely insane. That was a tail.
You're also
slowed down.
You're shifting a bit late for the 500. You want to shift around, looks like 7.5?
Yeah, probably. I'm just kind of practicing different things. I'm also no lift shifting on a gearbox that is not sequential, so there's
Yeah, it should be right.
probably quite a few differences that I could make to the run, but at this point it's a lot of practice, just getting used to the car, the shift points. Yeah, but this thing is a monster. Let's see what it's like when I short shift. Shift at 7.5. (10.2). I think that's a PB so far. I think my previous was a 10.27. So yeah, I think the fact of the matter is this thing is ready to go, and I might have a little bit more play about time with it in a little bit, but right now I'm pretty happy with it. What I'd maybe like to do is sort my alignment a bit, because I've made a lot of suspension changes and I haven't actually touched the alignment. So let's see what that looks like, because it looks pretty jacked up right now. Yeah, a lot of positive. Like a lot of positive. Camber. Let's get that changed. So, get this into the negatives. Okay, that's almost perfect. Okay, we'll just put that back to where it was. Okay, the front is pretty much completely neutral. The rear is almost entirely neutral, but as soon as I hit, that's going to squat and straighten up instantly. So I'm cool with that. Let's take out a little bit of that toe in the rear. Okay, almost perfect. And then wheel offset, the front is now too wide to fit under the arches after the changes I've made. So we'll bring the front offset in a bit. And that hasn't upset the alignment too much at all. So there we go. I think this is now, as soon as we paint it a cool colour, going to be done. I do like the blue.
If only you chose a Wendover, then you can use your custom livery.
Well, yeah. Who knows? I might make one for this. I might. This doesn't suit green that much, I don't think. I like it in the purple.
I do too.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with the purple. If it's rune approved, then it's good. Yeah, so let's do one more run. And then, guys, I think I might be ready to end the live stream so I can go to bed. So let's get this revved up and go. I think I'd like it if the front end was a little bit more controlled. I might stiffen that up. Okay. Okay, we'll make one slight change and then we'll go to bed. So, who's left in the stream just now? We have Mr. Bougie.
No, still here.
We have Knator still hanging out. We've got Grumpy, Hatrix, and Rune in the live chat. Yeah, what a successful live stream. This is good for me. I am usually, well, I say usually, I've only done like 5 streams, but yeah, I'm usually lucky to get like 6 people to watch it, and that's like non-consecutive. So yeah,
No, you're definitely looking good over here. Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this is something that I've been trying to build up since only actually November, but it's going great so far. I'm really happy with the whole YouTube thing. Really enjoying it, but goodness, I didn't realise how much work it would be. Because at the end of the day, I do still work daily, but then, you know, trying to release a video per day, and you know, you might have a video that takes like an hour to record, but then it's another hour or so to edit it, and then I need to get it uploaded. I need to create a thumbnail, that takes an hour. I have to, you know, get it uploaded, get it fully like written up in YouTube with a title, and the description, all the tag keywords and all this crazy stuff. So yeah, it's one video a day, and the video for the viewer might be like 15 minutes long, but that 15-minute video has had like 4 or 5 hours put into it. So yeah, it's a lot. Or you're just playing video games and it's like, dude, this is a full-time job worth of work. What do you mean? Yeah, totally. I agree. Don't get me wrong. It's easier work than like most 9-to-5s, but at the end of the day, it still takes the hours. It's more enjoyable work, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a lot of work, and at the end of the day, you know, I've only just started. I don't get paid for this. I've not made a penny off of YouTube, despite having done 70 videos now. 70 times, you know, kind of, let's say 4 hours average. That's like 280 hours worth of work. That's 5 weeks of work, you know, in a 40-hour week. That's 6 weeks of work, you know. If I just got a second full-time job, I would probably make an extra. I would have made about 10 grand by now. And yet I don't have 10 grand from YouTube, so yeah, it's a lot of work, but it is enjoyable work. It's fun. I really do enjoy it. It's just trying to find the time for it. But yeah, so thank you everyone for hopping on, helping me with. I accidentally had monetization. I made $4 Canadian. Then Google took it back.
Hey, look at that! Now you've made your first money.
There you go.
Now you can't say you haven't.
Yeah, exactly. Daily is too much. I was just scraping by with one Minecraft video a week back then. Yeah, dude,
Oh,
a
no.
video a day is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I basically don't get to see my partner very much these days. Not that she's complaining. She's read like 6 books in the last month. She's enjoying the peace and quiet. But yeah, it's hard. And right now I am officially 7 videos ahead of myself. So I'm a full week ahead in terms of content, which that was hard. That basically took all of last week and last weekend and this weekend to get a week ahead. So yeah. It's good fun. And I'm constantly scared of the YouTube algorithm giving up and just being like, nah, this guy sucks. Let's not recommend him to anyone. So, so yeah, I appreciate your help by hopping on the stream, keeping me company, keeping some sort of content flowing, helping with tuning, and yeah, having a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys.
No worries. Anytime.
I'm hoping I could maybe turn this into more of a routine thing. I don't know, maybe Monday night streams might be a thing, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you everyone. I'm going to bed. Whatever you're up to, whether you're going to bed or having breakfast, have a good time. Catch you all soon.
Good one, mate.
I need to remember how to turn off the stream.